Modern technology has allowed electric cars to grow to massive sizes. However, in small towns as well as overpopulated megacities, the demand for tiny city commuters remains extremely high. Today, by looking into the newest models from the class, we'll explore the potential of the smallest EVs to become the transport of the future. Single, two, tandem and four-seaters, three and four-wheelers, these tiny machines come in all shapes and forms. Stick around till the end to find out more, but before we begin, make sure to subscribe to Automotive Territory and enjoy the ride. Aptera Alpha. After being liquidated for over 10 years, the California-based company Aptera is back from the dead with a new solar-powered car prototype. This time, it is a three-wheel two-seater that looks as funky as its predecessors and offers superior passenger safety ensured by the Formula One-inspired safety cell, advanced airbag and composite technologies. Looking like an airplane fuselage, the Aptera Alpha has 0.13 drag coefficient and consumes only 100 watt-hours per mile. It promises front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive versions with 4 battery sizes: 25, 40, 60, and 100 kWh. The flagship model gets 3 motors rated for 204 horsepower in total. It can perform 0 to 60 sprints in 3.5 seconds and tops out at 110 mph. With the largest battery, the car will supposedly cover 1,000 miles. Moreover, its solar array is set to restore up to 40 miles of charge per day, effectively covering the majority of daily commutes. Smart Concept 1. Daimler's Smart brand has always been characterized with a pioneering approach to sustainable urban mobility. In an effort to expand their reach beyond the Western world, in 2021 the company premieres their Concept Number 1, created within the joint partnership with the Chinese brand Geely. This Munich Auto Show participant is a harbinger of the upcoming production model expected to debut in China in early 2023. Based on Geely's C platform, the all-new Smart is no longer a microcar, but rather a direct mini SUV rival to a Mini Countryman with its 108 inches wheelbase. The drivetrain details remain undisclosed, but the model already stands out with its large 21-inch wheels, thin LED light bars at the front and rear, concealed door handles, a panoramic glass roof, and frameless doors. By the way, the most intriguing feature on the inside is a centrally positioned 12.8-inch touchscreen that does double duty as a control element. ElectraMeccanica Solo. According to the recent studies, 80% of all people complete the daily commute on their own, so the necessity for a second seat really becomes questionable. Following this logic, the Canadian enterprise ElectraMeccanica and its manufacturing partner Zhongshan Industrial Group have begun deliveries of the Solo. This three-wheel single-seater vehicle addresses safety concerns by featuring front and rear crumple zones, collapsible steering column, triple reinforced steel side impact protection, high-strength steel halo roll bar, and power disc brakes. The single electric motor yields 56 horsepower and is paired with a 17.3 kWh battery that grants about 100 miles of range and can be fully recharged in 2.5 hours. The Solo additionally proves its commuting potential with bright LED headlights and DRLs, air conditioning, digital dashboard, heated seat, and 5 cubic feet of cargo storage. Electric future will not come by itself. Make it happen by smashing the like button and watching this video till the end. Let's keep rolling. XEV Global Yoyo. 3 years since this concept EV was teased for the first time, the Italian startup has officially rolled out the production-ready model. Luckily, the Yoyo inherits the concept's futuristic exterior, though its price tag grows significantly and the target market shifts from China to the European Union. As promised, this ultra-compact two-seater is built around a steel frame, while most of its body parts are 3D printed. The car's 10.3 kWh battery pack juices a 10 horsepower electric motor for over 90 miles of range, and it can be recharged in 4 hours from a house outlet. Additionally, the Yoyo's lithium phosphate batteries are easily swappable, and XEV has already partnered with the Italian petrol station operator Eni to provide swapping services at their stations starting from 2022. On the inside, the model features a 10-inch touchscreen, air conditioning, 3 USB sockets, and a panoramic roof. City Transformer. Quick and nimble in the world of big and clumsy. This is a motto used by the Israel startup that aims to create a whole new mobility category that will take cities back from the cars and returns them to the people. To meet the complex challenges of the urban environment, the all-electric City Transformer utilizes the active width adjustment technology. The chassis intelligently switches between city and performance modes when compactness has to be traded for fast maneuvering and dynamic stability. The former setting has 39 inches or 1 meter width, and with the help of scissor doors, allows you to find a parking spot 10 times easier. The performance mode extends the wheels to 55 inches and adjusts the driving experience to take full advantage of a 20 horsepower motor. This tiny tandem-style two-seater has 112 miles of range, can reach 56 miles per hour speed, and covers 0 to 30 mph dash in 5 seconds. Microlino 2.0. Looking at modern BMWs, it would be impossible to assume that the Isetta, aka the bubble car, once was among the best-selling models from the brand. The little ISO stopped production in 1962, but it is being reborn by Swiss startup Micromobility Systems in the all-electric form. The Microlino 2.0 is the second generation of the EV that has a pressed steel and aluminum frame, beefy rear axle, and independent suspension. The motor is a 156 horsepower unit with 74 pound-feet of twist and capability to reach the city speed limit in 5 seconds. There are 3 battery options that cover from 60 to 144 miles of range. The Microlino 2.0 keeps its unique front entrance single door, but additionally has an 8 cubic feet or 220 liters trunk for all of your groceries. City One. The number of urban-oriented EV startups grows exponentially, but most of their designs share the same downsides: smaller batteries and the absence of fast-charging tech. Some manufacturers opt for the battery swapping systems, but the German ACM and its City One EV pushes this idea even further. 4 battery cases are located in car's trunk and are responsible for adding extra 10 kWh to its integrated 14 kWh battery, and that adds 75 extra miles to the main pack's 150 miles range. Optionally, the City One can be equipped with a roof-mounted battery box holding 4 more modules and bringing the maximum travel to over 300 miles. Another competitive advantage of the City One is its modular interior design. Apart from working as a city car seating up to 5 passengers, the EV can be also converted into a delivery van with over 1,400 liters of cargo room. Opel Rocks-E and Citroen Ami. These tiny siblings from Stellantis are advertised as the cars that will make individual electric mobility accessible to everyone. Classified as light quadricycles, these mini EVs require only basic driving training without a formal driver's license, and depending on the market, they can be driven by people as young as 14 or 15 years. The cars share similar styling, though the E-Rocks does get Opel's signature visor face, new wheels, and a unique exterior color scheme with bright yellow accents. The pair is powered by an 8 horsepower motor linked to a 5.5 kWh batteries that provide up to 47 miles of driving on a charge. Its maximum speed reaches 28 mph, which should not be a problem when maneuvering crowded streets, especially in the downtown. For now, the E-Rocks is exclusively a German offering, while the Ami is already launching across Europe and even in the US, though in America it will only be available as a part of the free-to-move car-sharing fleet. Eli. Advertised as a neighborhood electric vehicle, the Eli Zero is an ultra-compact two-seater that has been optimized for short commutes and is legal to drive in dense urban areas with 19 mph speed limit. The model is built using highly recyclable polypropylene and high-strength aluminum, while the manufacturing process, according to Eli, has a lower carbon footprint compared to other EVs. The powertrain consists of a 5.5 horsepower electric motor and a standard 5.8 kWh battery, good for 50 miles of range, with the optional extension to 70 miles. The US version has a top speed of 25 mph, while the European-bound version has a limit slightly raised to 28 mph. The standard features list includes a rear-view camera, a 7-inch dashboard display, and a keyless start. In 2022, the model is expected to reach dealerships across 13 European countries, while the US deliveries have not been announced yet. Ego Life. The original enterprise that worked on the Ego Life ran out of funds in 2020. Luckily, its assets were quickly picked up by ND Industrial, and 78 million euros were additionally collected from investors to continue production. The vehicle was designed by the legendary Italian studio Spada Concept, who are behind such projects like Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato and Ferrari FC93. The Ego Life is a 4-seater, but the rear seats fold in no time for a total of 643 liters of cargo storage. The single-motor powertrain is rated for 39 horsepower of continuous and 76 HP peak output, 107 miles of range, and 4.3 seconds of 0 to 31 mph. LED lighting, automatic climate control, 17-inch alloys, heated windscreen, and full smartphone connectivity. This is Ego's standard tech. By the end of this year, 500 models shall roll off the production line in Aachen, Germany, and the sales network will include brand stores like the one already opened in Hamburg. Tazzari Zero 4. The overwhelming majority of minicars presented today are all new and developed by the up-and-coming startups. But Tazzari has actually been in the business of electric micromobility since 2006. Sharing its headquarters with Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Maserati, this Italian manufacturer currently has 6 EV models in its stables. Among those are Zero City, EM2 Space, and Junior Quadricycles, and Zero 4 Open Sky and Tender limited or sport configurations. The former trio seats 2 people, but the Zero 4s expand the passenger carrying capabilities to 4 people. With a range of 112 miles, 56 mph speed, full LED lighting, and 4 discs braking system with ABS, these Tazzari EVs can be easily used on public roads. The multimedia side of the Zero 4S features a 7-inch infotainment, invisible exciter speakers, and integrated Bluetooth connectivity. Volkswagen ID Life. Planned for a market launch in 2025, the ID Life concept previews a new generation city car that will be aimed at younger buyers and car-sharing services. Its styling crosses a mini car and an SUV. More muscular proportions are paired with minimalistic design, accentuated with lighting signatures. The powertrain system is represented by a single front-wheel drive motor rated for 234 horses and 62 kWh with 222 miles. Besides getting you from point A to point B, the VW ID Life prioritizes passengers' experience. So its multifunctional interior can be transformed into a cinema, a gaming lounge, or a bed. The car relies on cameras instead of interior and exterior mirrors, gets a removable roof, and your smartphone acts as the main infotainment screen. Do you support downsizing, or should we all be driving normal-sized electric cars? Join the conversation in the comments below, not without mentioning your favorite models from the video. Support the electric cars community by liking this episode, subscribe to Automotive Territory, and enjoy the rest of the EV content on our channel by following the links on the screen. May the torque be with you!